Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. We are so excited to have you again. There's a wise saying that saying ignoring a child disrespect is the surest guarantee that it will continue. And there's an African adage that says that when a child tries to carry his father, that is the scrotum of the father that will break his head. And I think that's what is about to happen to the Attorney General of the Federation in the person of Abubakar Malami, as he may be stripped of his position as the senior advocate of Nigeria. Right now, some few days ago, we heard about what he did, weakening the power of the NBA by removing or carrying out some amendment, which most people believe that the amendment was actually carried out by him alone. But right now, since it seems that the power of NBA has been trivialized, the lawyers have also made a very strong move, which most people believe that it may affect him being the Attorney General of the Federation. We're going to look at all of these and also look into the Constitution and see possibly the provision of the Constitution in respect to the appointment of the Attorney General of the Federation and make other details also known. But first of all, let's look at the news. And this have it that over 380 lawyers have signed a petition demanding that the Attorney General of the Federation, Mr. Abubakar Malami, be stripped of the title of Senior Advocate of Nigeria. The petition started on change.org by Izu Anagu and is titled Signed to Strip Nigeria's AGF Abubakar Malami the title of Senior Advocate of Nigeria. Anagu predicated his petition on the recent unilateral amendment to the Rule of Professional Conduct for Legal Practitioners 2007 by Malami. He said the unilateral amendment was a threat to the rule of law coupled with Malami's other alleged wrongdoings, such as disobedience to court order, to his lackluster prosecution, to his outright failure to prosecute, to allegation of corruption and bias against his person, to the usurpation of office, to shielding of suspects, to his general dereliction of duty. The petition added, and I quote, it said, this time the AGF has decided to take his imprudence to top notch by unilaterally deleting the provision of the rules of professional conduct, which provides for stamp and seal as well as bar practicing fee for government lawyers. The AGF does not have such power. Section 12, subsection 4 of the LPA give, gives the General Counsel of the Bar power to make any such amendment and make other decisions concerning the NBA. There is no record of any meeting convened by the Attorney General of the Federation, who is the President of the Bar Council. The AGF took the decision alone, and his action constitute a threat to the rule of law. His action is totally shameful and is undeserving of a lawyer in the rank of a senior advocate, let alone a chief law officer of the Federation. And as at some few hours ago, it has increased to far above 383 lawyers who have signed the petition. And right now, it's still ongoing. More people are coming in, to sign the petition. And with this, I feel that Abubakar Malami may be up for something very, very uninteresting. Don't forget that he still have a lot of issues with the Salami Presidential Probe Committee on this guy, on the former boss of EFCC. The EFCC guy has also requested that Malami should also be proved. And Malami came out to tell Nigerians that he's ready also to be proved. Some other organizations have already written, counting some of the things that he has done, covering up some allegation, and also protecting the interests of some persons who are considered to be, suspect over certain crimes. But at the same time, most people are looking at how would that, if he is stripped of his position or stripped of that honor of becoming a senior advocate of Nigeria, will that go an extra mile in affecting the current position that he is occupying as Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, which makes him to be the chief boss of the law in Nigeria? And that's what we're going to be looking at right now. So let's dive a little bit into the Constitution to discover that we know that by virtue of the position of Attorney General, it is reasonably expected that whosoever that is in that position, whether in the state level or in the federation, that person must have a considerable knowledge of the law, which is a prerequisite for Attorney General already in Nigeria. No other person can occupy that position except one who had practiced law at least for more than 10 years. And this is owing to the fact that the same is going to be directly responsible for defending suits against and for the federal or state government, as the case may be. Now, let's look at the Constitution. What does the Constitution say so that we know if he's going to get into more trouble by the time the petition successfully pulled through and he's been stripped of the honor of senior advocate of Nigeria? Now, according to section 150 subsection 2 of the Constitution, a person shall not be qualified to hold or perform the function of the office of the Attorney General of the Federation unless he is qualified to practice as a legal practitioner in Nigeria and has been so qualified for not less than 10 years. Now, he has practiced law more than even 16 years. Now, this means that whosoever is to be appointed as Attorney General of the Federation and also as Minister of Justice, as stipulated by the law, must be someone who has been so qualified for not less than 10 years. As provided in section 174, subsection 1 of the Constitution, the Attorney General of the Federation shall have power to institute and undertake criminal proceeding against any person before any court of law in Nigeria other than a court martial in respect of any offense created by or under any act of the National Assembly, to take over and continue any such criminal proceeding that may have been instituted by any other authority or person, and to discontinue at any stage before judgment is delivered any such criminal proceeding instituted or undertaken by him or any other authority or person. Now, over the years, there had been a misconception, which that is what we are trying to figure, a misconception about the appointment process. Many think that being a senior advocate of Nigeria is a prerequisite for one to be appointed as Attorney General of the state or of the federation, maybe because coincidentally, in the fact that Section 5 of the Legal Practitioners Act, which provides for the conferment of the rank of senior advocate, prescribe 10 years minimum post-call qualification as well. But if you look at the law deeply, you will realize that it is not important for one to be, a senior advocate of Nigeria before he's been appointed. So stripping him of that position, though it may affect his interaction and affect his the way people will regard him, as the Minister of Justice, but it will not cause the president to strip him of that position because it is not provided for in the Constitution. But maybe it may have a lot to do with the Legal Practitioners Act. But in the Constitution does not, and I repeat, it does not respect the fact that before you will be Attorney General of the Federation, that you must be a senior advocate of Nigeria. And we also know that according to the Constitution of Nigeria, any law inconsistent with the provision of the Constitution is totally null and void to the extent of its inconsistency. So even if the Legal Practitioners Act has it that before you can occupy such lofty position in Nigeria, you must be a senior advocate of Nigeria, because the Constitution itself does not recognize that. It doesn't hold any water. It is totally null and void. But I tell you the whole truth, that it's not really going to be good for him. Yeah, that's the truth. It's not going to be good for him to be stripped of that. But wait, let's just see how everything will unfold, if there will be possible move for him to be kicked out of the office of Attorney General of the Federation. We'd like to leave it there. Go to our comment section. Let us interact. Tell us, what do you think? How do you think these steps taken by the lawyers will affect his position as the senior advocate?